Thank you, Tabriz. It's fine. Yeah. So once again, thank you everyone for joining this first ever virtual community meetup, which is hosted as part on behalf of the Bengaluru user group. So recently, I have taken up this role of a Boomi community lead for the Bengaluru user group. So first of all, my name is Ayan Kumar Pan, and I'm thrilled to be your host for today for this virtual community meetup. So essentially, I work as a data integration architect in Pure Storage, and I have been actively involved in the Boomi ecosystem for 8+ years now. So today, our session will be based on the topic generative AI with Boomi. So before we begin the session, I would like to share a couple of details. So first of all, I would like to talk about the importance of the Boomi community meetups. These types of community meetups are a good way to connect with the fellow professionals as we share our knowledge and stay updated on the latest trends, which are happening in the iPaaS industry. These type of events will also provide a platform to network, exchange ideas, and learn from each other's experiences. So these meetups help us grow, and not only professionally, but also personally, like as we build some meaningful relationship through the networking. Um, so having said that, I would like to encourage everyone to actively participate in this session and make the most out of this event. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for this evening, Tabrez. Tabrez is a, seasoned expert in the Boomi ecosystem with a wealth of knowledge and experience in integrating some cutting-edge technologies using Boomi. He has been a key contributor for many years in various Boomi initiatives. So today he will be sharing insights on how generative AI can be seamlessly integrated to unlock new capabilities within Boomi. So we are excited to have him here today. So before we dive into the presentation, so I would like to start with a few icebreakers to get us all warmed up and engaged here. So this is a fun, so this is a fun and a friendly space. So please feel free to share your thoughts. We would like to know from which city and the country. So I hope most of us are from India, but if anyone is from outside India, please feel free to share your a city name and the country name in the Zoom chat. Yeah, so that so this will be a good so this will give us a good understanding on from where all people are joining, and from all the diverse places we are all connecting from.
Awesome. Thanks,
Awesome.
Ayan, for the introduction. I all the community members who have joined. I know for some of you, it's late evening. For some of you who are joining from other countries or regions, it's might be early in the day for you. We appreciate all of you taking time on your weekend and joining this community. Like Ayan was mentioning, we this is a very great platform for people who are Boomi community members who want to become those brand ambassadors who are passionate about the Boomi platform to learn more, to engage and share your experiences with other members of the community. And definitely from a Boomi uh, perspective, we're going to be doing more. We encourage, we would want ambassadors like Ayan to come up, share your knowledge, be able to host such platforms, such meetups in different cities, in different regions. And yeah, of course, Ayan's been a great ambassador, and I'm sure he'll do great in this as a community ambassador from Bangalore. And looking forward to meeting some of you in the near future in one of the physical meetups which we plan. All right, Ayan, I think so. We have a few good responses. I see people joining in from Canada, from Pune,
Uh,
Hyderabad, Bangalore.
yes, Canada,
So
Germany,
I
uh,
see you from uh, Argentina as well. That's very interesting.
Argentina. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, so we
Thank,
have Pablo here. So he's also an active contributor in the Boomi community. It's at least in our WhatsApp group, I would say. So yeah, so he also
yes,
helps a lot of folks.
awesome, awesome. We get
Yeah,
started.
Miss, I think we can get started. Thank you, Tabriz. So I would like to now Miss, hand over the stage to Tabriz. So he will be sharing his insights on GenAI with Boomi. Over to you, Tabriz.
All right, thanks. Awesome, Ayan. So if there are any questions in the chat, Ayan, please let me know so that I can stop, or if anyone wants to put forth a question, let me know. Yeah.
Just Tabriz, yeah, thanks.
All right. So let me share my screen and let me know once it's visible, Ayan.
Uh, just Tabriz, it is visible now. Yes.
Okay. So I'll just uh, turn off my video to save my preserve my bandwidth. If my audio goes fuzzy, let me know and just pause me. Yeah.
Just Tabriz, thanks.
Sure. All right. Thanks once again for joining this session, guys. My name is Tabriz Zaman. As Ayan introduced, I'm part of the Boomi channel sales team. I've been with Boomi for more than 7 years now. When I joined Boomi, we roughly had around 3,500 customers, right? And the journey which we have been having till now has been great. We have a very aggressive journey till now where we have more than 20,000 plus customers thanks to the efforts of our partners and the developer community and enthusiasts like you guys who have been able to help us grow jointly along with our customers, right? Um, so in today's session, what I'm going to be doing is I'm quickly going to be helping you understand in terms of the AI landscape, where what we are seeing from customers and in the market and what challenges customers are facing. And from then we'll also see that what how in terms of the solutions, what various platforms we see in the market, what customers can take benefits from those, what are the use cases customers can pick up from a low hanging fruits, low risk kind of initiatives. And finally, we'll see from a Boomi platform or offering capabilities perspective what we offer to our customers. There's plenty of features which we released over the last period of last 1 year, and I would say definitely like to say that we've now, I would say, very game changer kind of initiatives which we have launched or announced in the market, which gives positions us very competitively versus our rest of our competitors in the market. So this is going to be our agenda. If there are any questions, feel free to put it in the chat window. And if you think you would want to ask, feel free to let Ayan know and he will help you unmute. Though we will have a Q&A session at the end just to make sure we save time. And there is going to be a quiz at the end of this session. It's a fun activity, and we'll open it up for any Q&A at the end of this sessions. Yeah. So, all right. So just before I go into the details of what Boomi has to offer in terms of the generative AI initiatives, or what features and functionalities customers can take leverage from our platform, I just wanted to touch upon some of the challenges what we are seeing, right? So as you all are aware about the AI buzz, the AI hype cycle, which is going on where customers don't want to be left behind. So the AI revolution isn't coming, right? It's already here. What we saw the last year has been a transformative year for the entire customer community in terms of where it propelled AI from not just being a promising technology, but also customers starting to leverage it and helping to become become an advantage for them in terms of an indispensable force. What we also saw, if you compare it with earlier technologies, like some of those platforms or products which came out, the hype cycle period or the period for adoption to reach certain customer base used to take a lot of time, right? But in case of ChatGPT, once it got exploded onto the scene, it was actually able to cross 1 million subscribers in 5 days. And if you look at this graph, what you see on the slide, you see that there's like 100 million users within 2 months, right? This was never have we seen in the history of platform or tech landscape this kind of adoption from a technology perspective. And what that's where customers, there's a big buzz on how customers can take benefit from such a technology, and also the economic potential. If you see in a lot of analyst reports, you see that there's a lot of value being added, right, in terms of not only the GDP but also the forecasted uh, value being forecasted. I see there's some things. So, Ayan, can we disable this from participants, please?
Just a minute, sure.
All right. So of course, this is no doubt this is going to be growing. This the value out of this is going to be growing, proving to be valuable, and adoption, of course, has been massive. But again, how customers leverage beyond this hype cycle is going to be the key, right? So, despite what we see in terms of the massive hype cycle, the rapid growth of adoption, what we see is customers still having are lagging behind in terms of how they are adopting or how they're deploying this generative AI technology in production, right? What we see is customers are struggling with a lot of challenges. As you see, only 4% of the companies are in the mature stages of their production with generative AI either being fully implemented, or a significant number of customers still trying to use some pilot kind of use cases. So they are in either in pilot stages or planning stages, and they're trying to see what is kind of the low hanging fruits or low risk kind of use cases which can help them, and they're taking a very slow and cautious approach, right? No doubt this harnessing generative AI demands a lot of resources, it demands a lot of investments from a technology or talent perspective. And one of the key things to the entire generative AI landscape is data, right? So you need to have the right data, the right information, and correct and trusted data. So some of these are critical aspects of where organizations are struggling or lagging behind. And in terms of, again, like if we see the analyst reports, also organizations who are on this journey to be able to adopt or to be able to take the value out of it and become successful in their AI initiatives, we see that 66% of these organizations are still unprepared to harness AI, right, or value out of their AI. They're not able to seamlessly integrate AI into their existing systems or workflows, and that's where they are holding themselves back. They are not able to progress on that journey. At the same time, we also did an analysis or survey with our AI readiness assessment checklist with our customer landscape. And based on our own research, we found that 73% of organizations lack the data readiness to get started on AI initiatives. And what I mean by AI readiness is organizations, large enterprises do not know where data resides, what type of data, how can they build out that connected data, and be able to untie those disconnected data silos, right? So even if it is a connected ecosystem, still they do not have trust in terms of data quality. And as long as you do not have the right data or quality data, it's like garbage in and garbage out, right? So even if you train any number of your large language models, you'll still not get the desired outcome what you're looking for. So in terms of the path to an AI successful AI initiative, what it requires is an AI orchestration layer. And what I mean by an AI orchestration layer is a process of being able to bring together different AI components. It can be different tools, it can be different systems to be able to streamline the end-to-end life cycle, AI life cycle from development to management of it, right? So the output of that successful AI orchestration is this generative AI that people can trust to use, and that means that organizations will typically see an increase in adoption and also in terms of the outcome of it, right? So if you look at it, I won't go into each of these different phases of it, but in terms of strategy and planning, of course, organization will need to have like define their strategy and goals which can align basically on this use cases and the benefits of what the organization outcomes what the organization is looking forward to, right? Some of these need to be very like you need to have an approach where they can technically it's feasible, and also it aligns with those business objectives of where it can deliver real value. But a couple of key, I would say, critical part of this journey of AI orchestration or the end-to-end AI lifecycle is where data transformation and integration come into play, right? So, like I said earlier, AI, any AI solution or AI initiative is only as smart as the data that we feed into it. So it can be whatever you data you're feeding, if it doesn't have the right quality of data, or it's not trusted data, it will be like it's garbage in, garbage out, and organizations will struggle with the outcome of it. So that's where it, the organizations and enterprises needs to have right cleansing data approach to be able to normalize it, structure it out, and so that it is ready to train those different models. And that's why this phase is very important, because to be able to start training your LLM models, you need to make sure you have the right data in place before you start going. So making sure that in data, the enterprise is AI readiness, you need to make sure that it goes through that phase of being able to have that AI readiness in place. The second part of it is on the model development, right? So that's where you need to have a strategy. Also, it can work with different models of choice. There are different large language models. There are also customers might not be able to invest in those large language models, but they would also prefer to have some kind of small language models with different degree of parameterizations and outcomes, right? So, but there are value benefits in both approaches. The point here is, regardless of which model it choose, but organizations still would need to be able to customize it, fine tune or ground it, and so that they get the right business outcome or value out of it. So that's where organizations will need to have an approach which is agile, at the same time flexible in terms of selecting the right models, and be able to fine tune them or refine them to be able to get those or meet the specific requirements. And finally, on the integration and deployment side, this is also another critical step wherein AI models, whichever customers are going to be using, they'll need to integrate with their existing systems and workflows, right? One aspect of it is being able to derive value out of your AI initiatives through training these LLMs, but also how do you get finally put it that into your actionable insights and derive business outcomes. So that's where AI is models can, you need to have a effective solution in place which can not only seamlessly integrate with different software databases or tools, but also be able to start delivering real-time insights and actionable insights. So it might need integration with APIs, it might need integration with your data warehousing applications, and sometimes it will need a combination of this to be able to achieve your end outcome. So you'll need a platform which can be able to support some of these needs around data quality, integration, and also being able to manage those APIs whenever it's needed to integrate, right? And from a security monitoring perspective, of course, security, data privacy is a key concern around AI. There is a lot of guidelines which we see regulatory authorities starting to put guardrails around how AI can be used. Also, organizations are very particular in terms of what security measures need to be in place to safeguard the data, or from unauthorized access, or from breaches of it. And from a compliance perspective, of course, there are compliance like GDPR, and which make sure that the solution, whatever customers are building, is compliant to those. So there will be, again, this phase, this is a evolving process where different regions have different requirements and they're setting up guardrails around it. We'll continue to see this, but customers are taking a very cautious approach because of the data privacy, data security at risk, and any platform are which they select, it needs to meet those legal requirements and ethical consideration, making sure that it's protecting both the organization as well as its customers. And on the monitoring, of course, those key KPIs with how the AI model is performing, or if it is ensuring that it remains effective, and also making sure any prompt corrective actions need to be done, or if it needs to be fine-tuned further to optimize or refine the outcome which it's generating, so that whatever initiative customers are driving, they are able to get the maximum value out of it. So these are some of the different, like I said, in terms of data transformation or training the models or integrating existing workflows and deriving. These are key steps which, as part of a successful end-to-end AI life cycle, you will need to have to be able to get a successful best outcome out of it. And that's where a platform like ours comes into play. We act as a AI orchestration platform to help customers who are on this AI journey to be able to derive the value. Some of those key phases in the end-to-end life cycle of AI journey is what I described earlier. That's where a platform like ours can help customers to be able to turn this journey into a practical AI journey. And not only from being able to derive actionable insights, but Boomi provides different features and functionalities using which you'll be able to quickly help help customers who are on this journey to be able to leverage Boomi as that AI orchestration platform. So broadly, and what I would like to do is help you understand in terms of the functionalities what we offer in the market to our customers. So there are two sets of capabilities, right? If I have to classify it, one AI features and capabilities which we offer within the Boomi platform. Now these are more to help improve the developer productivity, help have that co-pilot kind of experience within the Boomi platform, which can help you build out very quickly, making sure you're to the best of standards and you're able to leverage the intelligence of the platform. The second part of it is where we are also providing capabilities within a platform to be able to leverage Boomi for AI initiatives, right? Now, customers who are using those large language models across now, those can be private, public, open source models, or they have trained their own private LLMs. Now, how can you use Boomi to be able to integrate those, be able to use some techniques like retrieval augmented generation, or even some of the agents which we are providing, right? So combined these two uh, combinations of what Boomi is providing, you'll be essentially be able to not only quickly build integrations or automations within the Boomi platform using those AI capabilities which we have, but also leverage the features or the templates which we have as a AI orchestration framework. You will be able to quickly set it up to be able to integrate with large language models and be able to wire together those processes which you need. Not only feeding the data into those large language models, applying or integrating with vector databases, and then taking those actionable insights or the outcome which comes from those large language models into downstream applications, right? So, quickly from a I'll spend a few minutes just to help you understand. Some of you might already be familiar. We've launched these features, AI features within the Boomi platform over the last 1 year. We announced Boomi GPT, which was similar to Chat GPT. We provided a conversational user experience wherein users of a platform can quickly be able to, in a natural language experience, be able to interact and start building integrations, or the tooling takes care of building those integrations for you, right? We did have one of the unique differentiator also. I would like to say why we are different in this space is because of that metadata, right? So if you look in terms of the architecture which we have, those 20,000 plus customers which we have, the terabytes of metadata which we are kept on accumulating over the years, that's a unique differentiator not many in the industry have, right? And data is key to any AI initiative. And we having that key data of customers being able to harness that, train our own LLM models, are able to provide this unique AI initiatives or AI features within the platform, which can help customers and our users of a platform. So there used to be intelligence already within the platform, like some of this is Boomi suggests. We used to provide those Boomi results. But what we have also doing in this process is we've significantly enhanced our platform capability around this, but also continue to invest. And that's where we launched something called as AI Agent Garden, right? Now, in terms of the platform, what we provided capabilities, we've also evolved our platform to meet the customer needs. So if you look at it, we announced acquisitions of API management solutions this year. We also enhanced our AI capability. Last year, when we announced Boomi GPT, it was a phenomenal experience. There was a lot of great feedback from our customers and partner community, and also from a user community. But also, what we've done is we've continued to enhance those capabilities, right? So if you look at it in terms of Boomi GPT, what we had launched last year, we've enhanced those capabilities in Boomi GPT. But this year, we have announced something very important feature, which is called as Agent Garden. Now, what we've done is, and not many competitors have this capability as of now, we've announce an AI agent garden where customers, where partners, and Boomi can also provide AI agents. And these AI agents, if I have to describe this AI agents where customers or partners or even Boomi provides inbuilt AI agents, these AI agents are purposeful. They have like a defined scope of work, or they are specialized to carry out a particular task or a set of tasks. They are also have some sort of intelligence. They leverage generative AI behind the scenes, right? Either it can be integrated to LLMs, they are talking to those LLMs behind the scene. And finally, they provide you some outcome or they take some action. Once you type in some in a natural language experience, any prompt, it returns you a response and it provides you to some sort of actionable insight or business outcome out at the end, right? So what we are going to provide are right now is available as part of our AI agent garden is there are 6 AI agents which are provided by Boomi platform at free of cost. We have opened it up to our entire community of users and customers. At the same time, we also have partners who are bringing in their AI solutions and agents on our agent marketplace. So essentially, this will become a marketplace where customers, partners can bring in, they'll be leveraging Boomi to integrate to any downstream application using the generative AI solutions, and Boomi becomes the generative AI orchestration framework. We also, this is where we provide, if any customer wants to bring out their own custom agents, AI agents, again, this AI agent garden will become that marketplace where it can host in, and Boomi becomes that AI orchestration flavor. And in terms of the models also, Boomi can integrate not only with currently there's support to be able to integrate public LLMs, but there is options available where customers can be able to customize or build out and integrate their own LLMs models. And because of data privacy or data security concerns, down the line we'll also see that where you customers can have their own, instead of those public LLMs or private LLMs are being able to build out their own LLM models and be able to leverage Boomi to talk to those LLM models. There will be a model garden which customers can leverage apart from what Boomi or those public source, open source models are in place. So in terms of quickly a few minutes in terms of demonstration of what AI agents look like. Of course, some of you might have tried out the Boomi GPT. This was available as of last year, and we provided this to our customers. This is again similar to Chat GPT, wherein conversational user experience, natural language, you type in use case where you want to be able to, let's say, connect your automate your invoice processing or connecting your integrating your different applications, and Boomi immediately sets this integration process up for you, right? Though it's not 100% completed integration process which you can readily deploy, but it helps you as a great starting point to build on or add on top of it. Now we've also enhanced capabilities where it looks up into your specific account and be able to derive more value out of it. The model continues to fine tune, get better and better based on what customers are doing. So it keeps learning and enhancing its capability. Uh, we have also added more agents on top of it, and some of these are examples like an AI agent scribe. One of the pain and time-consuming task is writing lengthy documentations for your integration process, right? What we have released is a Boomi Scribe, which can not only generate documentation for existing integration solutions, but also the new integration solutions which are being generated by Boomi AI. So this you can just set up by clicking on process documentation, be able to generate that lengthy documentation describing about that integration process or API, and it will quickly generate that documentation which you will be able to leverage and gain benefits from. That's, I think so that's a big benefit for our developer community, wherein you'll have save a lot of time and effort and focus more on those time consuming tasks or complicated tasks which the customers have. We've also launched something called as data detective. This helps you customers to understand what data is being integrated, and if there's any privacy data or PII data being integrated or being used through Boomi platform, you will be able to get an insight into it. Now, it not only gives you an insight into what PI data, but also helps you classify it based on the category of data, right? Whether it's a financial data, and also it helps you visualize which process and which region it's being data is being integrated with. So these are some of the, this is right now in a release date. which customers can be able to take benefit from, especially in terms of those compliances and regulatory risk which customers face. This is a very important, cool feature which definitely customers have been asking for. One more AI agent which we have launched is called as Pathfinder. Some of you might have tried this out, where Boomi provides this capability wherein you can quickly, if you have built out an integration process, have a co-pilot kind of experience where Boomi platform will be able to provide you recommendations or suggestions of about a set of process or components or shapes within the process of what might be a better suggestion, or if you have missed out anything. Uh, this continues to be in work in progress, where we'll add more functionalities to it. But this is, I would say, a great starter agent for you to be able to understand if your whatever you're building is to the best of standards and guidelines. Of course, there are plenty more which options I think so it will provide in near future. But this right now, it's providing a great starting point for you to understand how you are building out your process to the standards and guidelines of the other community of users. Um, One agent which we have still, it's a work in progress, it's still not released yet, but which is in our roadmap, is where we'll also provide you how you can generate large, complex, groovy scripts or custom coding, right? As you are all aware, Boomi is an drag and drop, easy to use platform. We are well known for that, right? Customers love using Boomi for its speed, ease of use, and time to market. But of course, there will be use cases where sometimes you will need to build out custom logic using either Groovy or JavaScript. And our teams are working on where you can again use Boomi in a conversational experience, be able to leverage these agents and be able to, it automatically generates that Groovy script for you, that complex use case, which if you're not too familiar with the programming or writing this custom code, this becomes a very handy, useful tool for you. Again, this is a lot of this behind the scenes. We are using generative AI to be able to get this outcomes, to get this value out of it, to be able to provide this. There are a lot of other practical AI use cases which I'll be talking about, but these are some of the features which our platform itself provides, which you will be able to take it quickly and help you to build more, improve your developer productivity, and all at the same time be able to have deploy it faster, be able to focus on more complicated tasks at hand. Now, coming to the second part of the Boomi AI journey, right, our features which we provide. The first is where we provide this AI capabilities within the platform. The second part of it is where you can use Boomi for the practical AI initiatives, or how you can use Boomi for generative AI, for being able to integrate with large language models or use it as an AI orchestration framework. So what we have provided is we've provided these key capabilities within the platform. One is we're providing recipes and templates as an starting point or an accelerator for you to be able to derive value from whatever LLM models or what customers might be using those vector databases. Integrate it as a AI orchestration framework across your different solutions. So one of the key important point is in terms of an AI journey, customers will need to make sure they get AI ready. They are able to make sure they have the right data in place, and at the same time they have the right quality of data. So to be able to get started on this AI journey, customers would need to be able to get those data from different applications or systems and be able to connect it to make it an AI ready foundation, right? So if they need to know where those data is, right quality of data. So we also provide this master data management solution, which we call as Boomi Data Hub, right, where we are enhancing its capabilities. Now that becomes a key solution for this AI readiness enterprise, right? Where you need to make sure the data is, whatever data is being fed into those LLMs, it has that right quality of data. So if you feed in data which has a lot of data quality issues in it, again, the outcome which you get from the LLM won't be accurate and won't be trustworthy. So that's where you need to make sure at the AI readiness step, you have that data connectivity in place in terms of the connected enterprise and also the quality or the trustworthiness of the data. The second step is where you will need to, as part of this AI orchestration framework journey, make sure that you have that right context which you're feeding into the AI models. So this is where we call it as grounding those AI with the right context. And if you see that orchestrating the enterprise data and AI models, you will be able to leverage techniques, because we see that in the right now in the industry and market, customers are using techniques like retrieval augmented generation. What Boomi provides is templates which you can leverage to be able to quickly ground those, fine tune those, and accelerate those AI models which can be ready with the right context of data. So this not only templates and increases the relevance of those AI generated content, but also will help you at the same time make sure that this whatever sensitive data is being integrated with techniques like data masking, role-based access. You'll be able to ensure that this right security is covered in terms of data being integrated, or when you're fine-tuning those data models, large language models. And finally, and the most important part of it is, beyond this integration with LLM models or fine tuning, the outcome of it is how you automate it and turn it into some actionable insights. That's where Boomi integration will play a key role, right? And API management. So for you to be able to feed it into or automate it into your downstream application, or it's into your conversational user experiences. So this again, this is where those AI agents or automation experiences will come into play, and these agents will have that potential to be able to make more smarter, more informed decisions and be able to leverage Boomi for that. So these are some of the use cases which customers who have started adopting Boomi as an AI orchestration framework, we see that what they are able to build out, right? Some of these examples, of course, low-hanging fruits like chatbots is where we see that customers who want to be able to provide a better seamless experience using generative AI. So they are using to things like retrieval augmented generation. And at the same time, they also have this human in the loop, though it's an automated response which comes in through generative AI. But sometimes to be able to validate it till the LLM model becomes very fine-tuned and starts giving you very trusted and accurate responses, Boomi can provide you that human in loop kind of solution offering or capability as well. We have also have customers who are using for Boomi as a GenAI orchestration framework for summarization, right? So if you want to be able to see, like, let's say if I want to get from Salesforce or any CRM application, I want to get an opportunity summary and not go through or spend too much time and effort into those list of opportunities. And if I want at my finger clicks of being able to get an insight into what is the summary across different opportunities, or just get the actionable insights from it, that's where these capabilities will be of really handy. Again, something like expense management is where we have seen customers who have used Boomi as a solution to be able to handle these. So these are some of the examples, I would say, in terms of the practical AI journey, and how customers can, of course, start using this. Boomi as a platform or that layer, AI orchestration layer is where, in terms of, of course, you guys are aware of systems of engagement or record, right? These are typically those systems where customers interact with either through a web mobile interface and have the data stored in CRM or ERP. Customers want to be able to take benefits from the systems of intelligence. These are AI-based systems, machine learning algorithms, and that's where you need to have a very robust framework in place or a solution in place which can not only bring together all of these three applications, and that's where you need to have very intelligent framework in place. But one of the challenges you also face when you're dealing with large language models is sometimes these solutions, let's say if you start, if you use ChatGPT and ask a question, sometimes it gives you a response that it doesn't have the right up-to-date information, or it can give you a response that it might not be correct, right? It might give you an inaccurate responses or hallucinated responses. So these are some of the challenges which you face when dealing with integrating with large language models. And customers who struggle with this, that's where they have started adopting techniques like retrieval augmented generation. And to become an AI ready enterprise, what you would need is to be able to bring out that value from a systems of record or system of engagement, and be able to tie it to derive the benefits from a system of intelligence. You need to feed in the right context to it. And so that's where Boomi will provide that context pipeline for you to be able to feed in data from those systems of record into those systems of engagement through techniques like retrieval, augmented generation, and being able to take those vector embeddings from vector databases like Pinecone and be able to then feed out the whatever outputs come in, understand it, and then orchestrate or automate through it to end user experiences or downstream applications where it needs to be feed in and build out that AI-ready enterprise. So essentially, this framework, what we are providing, has this couple of components to it. These templates where you have this context pipeline where you fine tune or ground that model with the right context of it. And finally, once you get the right response to it, but also you need to make sure that whatever on the action pipeline side, you are able to automate and orchestrate the end outcome for it. So that's when you'll be able to derive a successful value out of your AI initiative. So to summarize, uh, I want to leave a few minutes at the end for questions. I do. These are the key capabilities which we are providing as part of a Boomi AI ecosystem, right? The AI agents, there are 6 AI agents which we have already launched, which are available to be used. We also see partner AI agents. One of the AI agent is like YNAI, which is a talk finance automation solution, which is a startup developed by Vishal Sikka, who was the ex-CEO of Infosys, and they've so similar partners have continued to bring on their agents on our marketplace. And what we see that this will continue to evolve, and we see a lot of customers and partners bringing out their own AI agents or models and leveraging the benefits of those Boomi AI agents or partner agents. We also we'll continue to add more capabilities on the practical AI approach side. There are capabilities, like I mentioned, accelerators and templates, which are already available in place, but we'll also provide more and more opportunities for you to be able to build out and launch it on our like Discover portal, or if you want to be able to contribute something, you'll be able to do that. So those capabilities are gonna be right now. Some of these are already there in terms of some recipes, templates, and accelerators. But if you want to be able to build out your own, you'll have that approach, and you'll be able to connect with us and host your own accelerators around practical AI to help customers leverage Boomi as that AI orchestration framework. So, and quickly, in terms of resources, I understand this was a very short session to be able to go into the two details of it, but we have plenty of resources for you to be able to understand right from a basics of what some of the jargons and terminologies of this AI are, what Boomi provides. So there is content in the training portal, there's blogs and very content rich uh, solutions and capabilities which we have provided to our customers and users. So you'll be able to understand what steps you need to take to start helping a customer become AI ready, or even if you want to understand more on the Boomi way of retrieval augmented generation, how you can leverage it. So these are some of we've also have done webinars. If you want more information, you can definitely reach out to us, and we'll provide you, help you understand more of it, or give you more detailed sessions. On the Discover portal, I'm sure all of you are familiar with the Discover portal. If you want to be able to quickly install this and try it out, there are a few recipes and solutions which you can install within a platform account and see, like Salesforce. If you want to have an opportunity summarization agent which talks behind the scenes to an LLM model and be able to see how Boomi can integrate with something like an OpenAI, and how it can finally on the action pipeline side, how it can automate, you will be able to leverage some of these pre-built accelerators and get started, and then be able to integrate with your own LLM or use your own solutions or systems of engagement for that. Um, so with that, I would like to stop here and open it up for any questions. Of course, this is from a roadmap perspective, what we are going to be adding features on AI side. There's plenty of capabilities. So our product leadership does this quarterly roadmaps, right? So this is available on our website and our community. So those of you who haven't got a chance to understand what's coming from a roadmap perspective and are keen to it, you'll be able to see this or attend some of those. So our product leadership, you will be able to hear in this all these details from what's not only from an AI perspective, but also from an overall platform perspective. All right, so I'd like to pause here and open it up. Ayan, is there any questions?
Uh, just a bit. There are a few questions. So before the questions, so can we pose the quiz, and then so once I consolidate the results, we can take the questions. Like, is it okay,
Sure.
Tabriz?
Yeah, yeah. So do you want to launch the quiz, or do you want me to?
Uh, just a bit. So before launching the quiz, I would like to I would like to state the rules of the quiz. So this will essentially be 5 questions, and it will be launched as part of a Zoom poll. So whoever answers all the 5 questions correctly and in the fastest possible time, so the winners will be decided according to that. So we will have top 3 winners of the quiz. So presently, the top three winners of the quiz will receive a shout out means in the LinkedIn channel. Is in the LinkedIn from our side, from the on behalf of the Bengaluru user group. So I hope you are all interested in this quiz. I'm unmuting everyone. Like any question. So before I launch this quiz, so which is related to the rules of the quiz. Okay. I hope everyone is okay with the quiz. Let me launch the quiz now. So I hope everyone is ready, right? Yes. Yes, I believe people are ready. Okay. Let me launch it. Here you go. The quiz is live now.
Yeah, I see there's
Uh,
some interesting questions which people had. I think so. Thanks to Ayan and Amitash who have helped answer some of those questions. So if after this quiz, if anyone has any questions, feel free to let us know. We'll open it up and allow you to post your questions. And I think
okay.
so. Okay, so we have answers coming in. So which Boomi
Yeah.
AI agent can document a process? Is it Boomi GPT, Boomi Pathfinder, Boomi Scribe, or Boomi Document Gen? The second question, which dashboard is used to view a low latency process execution? So this HTTP, is it HTTP dashboard, process reporting, account dashboard, or real-time dashboard? So I see that good responses are coming in.
So let us give 1 more minute. Miss if anyone else is interested to participate.
Yeah, sure. And I think so. Let's open it for allow the participants to have ask any questions as well. Yeah.
Just a please. Yeah, miss, I have allowed all the audience to unmute themselves. So please feel free to unmute yourself and ask any question to Tabriz.
Hey, hi, Tabriz. So, yeah, I posted one question actually. Does Boomi AI train its LLM models only with the process metadata, or it actually scans through the real-time process data as well? And in accordance to this question, does Boomi this GPT help us with identifying the bad data as well?
Yeah. So we do not use the actual business data of the customers. What we use is only the metadata. And what I mean by the metadata is the integration process metadata, right? Whatever attributes or that integration process code which might have got generated within the platform or the component metadata of it. Those are being used to train the LLM models. At no point do we use that actual business data of the customer to be able to train. Another point to this is customers have that option to opt out of this, right? So customers have that flexibility to either opt into this AI initiatives or even some of this intelligence which we provide within the platform. At that point, we do not use that metadata as well to be able to train those. But if they opt out, at the same time, it means that they'll not be able to take benefits out of some of the CI agents or AI-based features or capabilities what we provide. Does that answer your question?
Yep. But the second question, does it help us to identify bad data if I feed into the GPT?
So for that, that's where our Boomi Data Hub offering comes into play, right? So right now there isn't an agent which sort of identifies what bad data is being integrated. So you will need to be able to build out that orchestration framework, which will plug into our Data Hub solution. You leverage those capabilities which are provided by Data Hub, and using which you will be able to, let's say, build out rules or leverage algorithms which can enforce that data quality and data trustworthiness of whatever you're using to for your AI initiatives. So Data Hub will be a key component for such data qualityness or trustworthiness of the data before you feed it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Tebreaz, Rajesh here. I have a question. Is there any plan to implement Copilot and autonomous AI in Boomi platform?
So one of the co-pilot experience what we provide is something not completely similar to what other platforms are providing, but like in some one of the agent which we have like Pathfinder, right? That provides you one of the co-pilot kind of experience. But I'll need to dig into our roadmap. I definitely think there are uh, items being planned as part of our roadmap
Mm,
initiative provide those capabilities. But right now, those whatever agents we have in place, those are the only functionalities or features which we are providing, which will allow you to get that
okay,
experience.
okay, got it. No, I'm talking in the context of the integration development.
Okay.
So, is there any? I want to know the plans for the how it is going to improve the developer productivity based
Okay.
on in that context. I am asking that question. Okay, thanks.
So some of these AI agents and even the Boomi GPT or the Boomi AI offering which we are providing, right? So that
Mm,
definitely helps improve the developer productivity. If you look at it just by typing in a natural language experience, you are able
mm,
to generate an integration process, right, within 2 clicks.
yep.
So what, though it's not like 100% ready to deploy process, but it will definitely get better. It will add those data transformations. It pre-builds or configures the connections for you. So that's a great starting point and helps improve developer productivity, right? And also
Yep.
some of
Yep.
those AI agent process, Scribe or even the Copilot, which is Pathfinder, it will help you to save your time and help you to focus. So that's where from a developer productivity, these agents add a lot of value.
Okay. Thanks, Debrias.
Yeah. Yeah, and I have been able to download the quiz.
Can you
It
please
also
share the
share
result
results.
with me? Yeah, can you
Yeah.
please? Yeah, miss, I think that will be some CSV file.
Yeah. So
Uh, miss, are you able to
you want,
download the results in a CSV?
I am. Yes, I am. Uh,
Okay.
you want me to, so do you
Uh,
want it
j-
be done right
just a
now?
bit. Just a bit. So can you please share the results with me, like in my email ID? Like, miss, I will take a couple of minutes. So while we take the questions, to figure out who are the winners.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So let me, yeah. So meanwhile, if there are any other questions while Ayan uh, pulls in the results of the quiz, feel free to put forth those questions. I know we were at the top of the hour, but if there are any further questions, please let us know.
Hi, Tabriz. I'm Shashank. I was just wondering if you have any plans to integrate voice AI into front-end applications via Boomi.
So right now there aren't any templates, but I do not see any challenge as such to integrate with it as long as there's some sort of APIs to which can be enabled to be able to feed into it. We do have as part of our Boomi Flow offering, right? If you have tried out the Boomi Flow capability, there are features which you can use also from a Boomi Flow perspective to be able to plug into tools like Voice AI. But technically, from a platform perspective, there isn't an out-of-the-box capability, but I would say you'll need to be able to customize it to build into or feed into that platform and be able to get value into it. So depends upon the use case and how you want to out of the box be able to customize it, right? So that's how right now there isn't like a connector or out of the box capability which can plug into YCI directly.
Okay, no worries. Thank you. And yes, Boomi Flow, I've seen something around it. Let me look into it again.
Hi, Tapreet. Amita's the side. Actually, there is a question on the chat window, like from Money. Do we have any plan for having agent for code quality check and unit testing if we provide the test cases?
Yeah, so that's definitely in terms of code review and code effectiveness of what has been built. We'll be adding more functionality to it. In terms of the testing, that's something still on a longer term roadmap, which we currently on. But definitely from a code review, code effectiveness, and code quality check, there will be agents which will be provided very soon, which can help our developer community on that.
Tabriz, this is Ayan here. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, can you please
Yeah.
like reshare the downloaded file? I'm yet to receive that.
I was just sending it out, Ayan. So you should have it in your inbox, right
Yeah,
now.
now I got it. Okay, thank you so much, Tabriz. Yeah, sure, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, please go ahead with the questions. I mean, if anyone have any other questions, please feel free to ask here. We will be happy to answer.
So there is a question from Abhijit. Can I create our own LLM model based on our customer organization data, or I have to use the model from Model Garden?
No, you can integrate, you can bring your own LLM models. It can be your customers might be using any public LLM models or private LLM models. You will be able to leverage those. And again, training those LLM models and being able to integrate with it. So Boomi will provide those. Some of those out of the box connectivity options are already provided. From a platform perspective, we are continuing to invest in it and see what all other platforms or LLMs of choice can be provided out of the box. But definitely, you'll be able to connect or bring your own LLM model and be able to use Boomi for it.